Hey y'all, so I wasn't trying to vlog today, but I just felt like I wanted to chat and vent, and I just felt like maybe what I'm dealing with right now is something that some of us are dealing with as well, and I just wanted to talk about it and just also check in with y'all and see like how you've been doing, like in general, how's life treating you. Yeah, it's just I was literally just editing, and then I got some unfortunate news today, which I'm still trying to process right now, and it's just a weird place to be in. And I figured, maybe a lot of us are dealing with that, especially after this past year. It might seem pretty selfish because I feel like I'm just venting and like I'm not getting anything back. Like I would love to, maybe if we had a live or something, that we can all just join in and talk about our situations or where we're at or how we're doing, because I feel like obviously this past year, like it's been beyond tough in general, and I feel like I have developed a new set of feelings or thoughts, kind of like a new person, new coping mechanisms. Trigger warning, this does involve mental health. It does involve death, COVID. Okay with that, please please try not to watch this video, because I am going to get into detail with my experience so far and just where I'm at right now. I know, like, usually when stuff like this happens, I don't know how to feel. Like I don't know where to process my emotions, because I feel like this past year I'm not just shocked by things anymore. Like I'm not, which is kind of crazy to think. Like I feel like it's been hard for me to grieve this past year, or it's been hard for me to like take things into reality, because like we're still in a pandemic and we're still like trying our best, I hope, to like stay home and isolate and not see family as much or whatever it is. This morning I got news that one of my relatives she passed away, and I just didn't know how to feel at that time. Like I was utterly in shock. Like I just felt like I felt like it was not real, but I know it's real. But because of everything that's been going on, I feel like there's a fine line of like my realism, like I'm not even sure sometimes what is real in my day-to-day life. And I know that sounds crazy, but like I'm a very imaginative person, and sometimes like I'm living in a fantasy world, and sometimes when reality hits, it hits hard, or it hits in a different way. And so when I found out she passed away yesterday, I didn't know how to feel. I mean, she was a person that like I knew since I was a child, and I would say she was like my aunt, but not really, because it was my cousin's wife. But like I used to call my cousin uncle because he was way older than us, so that's why I used to call her my aunt, but technically he's my cousin and that was his wife. And beforehand, like a couple years ago, they lost their daughter, which she was a year younger than me. And I just can't imagine like what my cousin's wife was going through either, like after losing somebody and trying to grieve and go through life. It's one of those things that are completely, utterly hard to do. You know, I lost my dad in 2011, and to this day I still grieve him every day. So I can't imagine, like, after this year, how many lives have been taken. And that's where my shock has been coming in to play. Like, I feel like I've known so many people's families that passed away, like friends, families, parents, or uncles, or family friends, and it's just been so devastating to, you know, obviously for COVID, but there's other reasons too. Like, my aunt didn't die from COVID, or my cousin's wife didn't die from COVID. I know, like, mental health is one of those things that I feel like is hard, or depression, you know, and sometimes you think that someone is okay and you think they're fine, and you just never know. I feel like, I know I'm just like rambling, but I feel like after this year, like, there's just been so much death, you know, everywhere. And then, like, on top of that, like, trying to have like a stable mental health, like, there's obviously like a mental health crisis this past year. Like, it's just been really tough for a lot of people in so many different ways. And, you know, I just can't imagine I just can't imagine, like, the pain a lot of people have gone through. And it's what I guess what I was trying to say is that, like, after, like, me knowing I've lost so many people this past year, not a lot, but me knowing I've lost a couple people this past year, I feel like I feel like I started to kind of desensitize. I don't know if that's the word, but like, I just wasn't shocked about knowing that someone that I knew passed on anymore, because it became so normalized in my inner circle. Maybe this is not a good idea. I just wanted to, like, say that, like, if you are dealing with loss or with not feeling okay mentally, that it's alright. Like, a lot of us are going through those emotions and are trying to figure out to navigate it, and I don't feel like we should feel that we're alone in these situations. Because even if you don't feel okay maybe opening up to a certain person about your feelings or whatever, I just also feel like you should know that people are there to support you if you want to open up and talk and, you know, share your emotions or thoughts. Like, someone will always be there to hear you out, and don't feel like that you're the only one going through that. I guess that's kind of like what I was going through this, because, like, I know that I'm not the only one who has dealt with loss and mental health this past year, and sometimes we just don't know who to talk to about it or who to reach out to, even to just let our emotions out. Like, I know that, you know, in my past I've been that type of person where I would just hide how I feel, never really converse or never really talk to anybody about it, and it hurt me in the long run, you know. So I just wanted to say that, like, I'm here for y'all. If you know, I'm so grateful that, like, we get to have this community, as well as just talk things through and, like, us being there for one another. I think it's really important because a lot of the times you just never know what other people are going through. And I know this little corner of the internet, I've always tried to keep a safe space and feel like you can have a place where you can feel and be vulnerable. And I want that for y'all. I'm just utterly like unsure of what I'm saying. I'm very bad at articulating, but I just wanted to let you know that I felt like I just wanted to tell you that I'm here for you, that I hope you're doing fine. I hope that like you know, that if you do feel a certain way, that you're talking to somebody or try to reach out, like you can talk to me, you can send me messages, you can leave the comments down below if you'd like, if you're comfortable with that, or you can send me a direct message on my Instagram. Like, I just think it's important for us to be there for each other and know that we're all knowing that a lot of us are going through some pain, but sometimes don't feel comfortable vocally talking about it. I know sometimes, like, watching someone online, you can obviously assume that they're going through a great life or going through great things, but obviously not everything is recorded, and obviously there's different perspectives given when you edit a video and put a video online, so it's not always like, it's not always happy, it's not always positive, you know. Everyone goes through certain things, and I just felt like I needed to share that, and I just felt like I wanted y'all to know where I stand, but also know that like y'all mean so much to me, and like your presence and your health and everything is vital, and I just hope that you're all okay, and that you're feeling okay, and that if you don't, that you reach out and talk to people. So yeah, I really appreciate y'all. I'll be okay. I'm glad that now I've been able to be more vocal, because back then I just would hold all my emotions, and I always thought crying was a sign of weakness, and now I can't stop crying. I watched one of those little like sweet videos. I'm like sobbing. Someone cries, I'm like sobbing with them, and it's a good feeling to let those emotions out. So don't be afraid if you feel afraid. But yeah, I mean, that was really the chat. I know it was really rambly and off topic, but I just wanted to just check in, and I hope y'all are okay, and thank you for just even taking the time to watch this, or thank you if you like wrote down in the comment section like how you're going through things, or just being open up and just being vulnerable and like letting other people know as well, and just having a discussion. Like, it's really meaningful, and I really appreciate it. So thank you so much. Once again, thank you so much ahead of time for your sweet comments. I know y'all are always the best, and I am really grateful that I have y'all here, and I really appreciate it. Like, I just never know what to say, because like having y'all here, just a community, has made me feel beyond words, and I'm just always grateful. Let me know how you're feeling or how you're dealing, and I'll talk to you soon, y'all. Probably vlog soon. I just might need a couple days to process. I know I'm gonna be fine, but it's one of those things that it's really tough, you know. Okay, that's all. Love y'all. Bye.